Greetings again, people of To Brace Myself for the Feels. We are now at Altisha, outside Kostra's building, the sort of parliament building, I guess, of Altisha. Bottles of Goofy juice. You might want to break them out. See. Think I shall pick this one. Break out your tissues. Break out your bottles of Goofy juice. Because we gonna need them. We also got the keys to the royal vessel. But we'll partake of that after the main storyline. I might continue streaming because I just like, babbling apparently. It's practice for me to get brain and mouth to connect, okay? So we can kind of do other stuff. But I'm happy when everybody decides to sort of float on by. Whether you're doing it as I'm actually playing or if you stop by YouTube. Hello. And thank you for stopping by when you do. Alrighty. Well, I'm at the door. Why do I have to head to the Laville? I was at the Laville. It made me come all this way in the rain for nothing. We may or may not be hitting up episode Ignis in this round. It depends. Who designed the city? Come on. Well, at least we found the Laville.
It's a little chilly. Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
Huh?
What the hell was the point of that? Really? Oh, I'm thinking it's a subtle hint if you've done like your quests and stuff to sort of beef up. But we didn't go to Mago to get our hit points.
Well, guess we need to go talk to Camellia.
Yeah, like we have any other option.
Had a while?
Which basically gives you carte blanche to sort of, let Camellia, linger a bit. But we're here to do a job. And damn it, we're gonna do it. Sheesh. Alrighty then. Once negotiation begins, you will be unable to return to the city. Are you certain you wish to continue? Okay, Goofy Juice engaged. The Accordo Protectorate, an island nation known for its beauty of its waterbound capital and evil fish and such. Okay. I like the floor pattern if it was smaller.
Thank you for coming.
The Negotiation is about to begin with the First Secretary Klostra. Engage her in a manner befitting a king, and strive to win her trust and cooperation.
No sweat. First things first.
Brian, I can't do it. I have to be dignified.
Thanks for coming to greet us in person.
It's the least I could do for a king. Wescombe didn't extend me an invitation, so I decided to extend my own. Though circumstances have changed, both the king and the oracle are finally in Altisha.
You said that you have Luna in your care. Doesn't that pose a risk to your nation?
Is the king concerned for our relations with the Empire? But it's true. The oracle is a risk, one we are prepared to shed with. Whether we do so depends on you. Now let me ask some questions of my own. Why does the oracle seek to awaken the Hydrian?
No reason not to be truthful, because they're the ones allowing
She
me
wants
to do
to
it in the
forge a
first place.
covenant so I can receive Leviathan's blessing.
The answer I wanted to hear. And yet, king or not, it can't be a simple affair for you to receive a god's blessing. Let me be frank. The potential chaos worries me. You know better than most what took place in Lucis with the Archean. Tell me, what happened?
I met Titan, and he gave me his power.
Just like the legends, though the Empire doesn't like the way the story goes. Even as we speak, they mobilize their forces. It seems there's no avoiding chaos. It will most likely come to war. However, I don't care to host a battle on my soil. The gods and the Empire be damned.
It would be a disaster if a battle took place in the city.
Indeed, we must be prepared to evacuate our citizens.
There's no point in screwing around. Let's get to the meat of the matter.
And that's the deal you want to make.
Perceptive and direct. Makes things that much easier when you can dispense with the dance. Without further ado, let us talk terms. If you wish to hold the right, you must ensure my citizens' safety and aid in their evacuation.
All right. I'll do as you ask.
I'm pleased to hear it. As long as the people's safety is assured, I have no qualms with your right. And that is not all. Once the rite has begun, I will not be accountable for what follows. You are on your own.
Not a problem. We know how to take care of ourselves.
Thank you. I'm sorry we cannot do more, but as I'm sure you are aware, few armies can stand against the might of the Imperial fleet. That is all for the terms. To review, you are to ensure our citizens' safety and engage the Empire. Do we have an agreement?
All right. Let's fight together as allies.
Allies? Such a vote of confidence. Well, you can trust us to do our part and keep the Oracle safe. A final warning, though I doubt it'll come to it. My duty is to my citizens. Should any harm befall them, there will be a reckoning for both King and Oracle.
Yeah, but,
There'll be a reckoning for you, too.
A leader must know when to bring out the steel. Surely you understand this.
Yeah. I think I get it.
Yet getting is not the same as accepting. Still so young, and still so much to learn.
Madam, it's time.
Assign 3 of your own for the evacuation effort. Whom you choose is up to you. According to our intel, the Imperial fleet will be 4 warships strong. Steel yourselves for a full-scale battle. I'm glad we could talk. We can each act in our own interest to our mutual benefit.
Noctis has won the Secretary's unreserved trust. Be interesting to know how Regis would have handled the situation.
I can't promise something I can't help.
Of course. You certainly opened up to them, though.
What can I say? I have a soft spot for the young and tragic. They've lost Regis. They've lost the crystal. Was it so long ago the last oracle was taken from them? We've seen the Empire go mad these 10-odd years.
The day of the right.
During the rite, we must see to it the Empire does not harass Leviathan.
Gonna be tough to pull off before the king receives her power.
And with 3 of us on evacuation detail.
Indeed, the best we can realistically do is to help the Hydrian help herself.
What kind of help you talking about?
Just like Titan, the Empire will seek to immobilize Leviathan.
Oh, with the harpoon things?
If we can dislodge them from the goddess, she will have a fighting chance.
Sounds good in theory, but don't push it. It's pointless, unless you can get that blessing.
Stay flexible, stay alert.
All right, will do.
Luna Freya Nox Fleury. The Noctis and Luna have not met in the 12 years of the Imperial conquest of Tenebrae. They've maintained correspondence all the while by means of a
If
notebook.
worse comes to worse, you can threaten to throw the trident into the sea. Then they'll listen. In the meantime, it will be well guarded. Better than the Oracle herself.
Understood. I shall reclaim it at the altar.
Remember, you'll be under Imperial watch.
Right.
Think of it as a necessary evil in order to forge the Covenant.
I am in your debt.
Once it's over, you may go as you please. But you do so without our protection.
So be it.
You'd better get going. Your public is waiting for you.
I love the chair she's sitting in. I love that furniture. No idea what these guys are trying to do. They had to barge in next to Gloucester. I mean, what do they do? Mow her down? I mean, makes no sense, just for like promo material, apparently. One subtle hint that, you know, there's a badassiness to Luna Freya. That's pretty much it.
Noct, you in position?
Yep.
Don't forget the plan.
You guys too.
Of course.
Talk about a crowd. Like the whole city's come to watch.
this dress I like. This dress is a beautiful design. Don't know if the same designer made it or not, though.
Dear friends, I stand before you today. With little hope the words I speak shall reach beyond these walls. For slowly but surely the light fades from our world, and as it does, the shadows shall loom ever longer until all succumbs to the darkness. Darkness that evokes terror, hatred, and sorrow in the hearts of men. The ashes of Lucis. A dream of peace, twisted into a nightmare of death and destruction, claiming innumerable lives and leaving myriad souls to suffer.
Luna.
Yet I beg you, do not surrender to despair. Have faith, for our gods watch over us. By their blessings, by the stars that light the heavens above, our world will be delivered from the perils of the dark. I stand before you here in Altissia to call upon Leviathan, goddess of the seas, spirit of the deep. By the sacred rite, I will commune with the Hydrian. But first, I offer you my solemn vow. On my honor as Oracle, I will not rest until the darkness is banished from our world and the light is restored. Bless you all.
Yay, our gods suck. They created the mess to begin with.
Knocked. The Empire's here.
I can see him.
Dropships are closing in on the port. Look for a vantage point to approach them.
Okay, look after the citizens.
We got them covered.
So, it begins.
Alright, buckle up, bitches. Okay, now you're just mocking me. What fool mortal dares break the summer
It
of
is
the
I,
tide?
Luna Freya, blood of the Oracle. Goddess of the seas, I beseech you, enter into this covenant that the king might reclaim the stone.
This wretched pile of bone and flesh, ignorant of that which governs all, comes to her position of might
I do.
goddess.
Knocked. The Hydrian has awoken.
civilians?
Almost there. We'll join you when we're done. The Empire has the Hydrant surrounded. Hurry, Noct!
I'm on it.
Then the right's already begun.
Most likely.
Time to lend the Hydrant a hand.
Let's do this.
Okay. Oh shit. Methinks we should have bought some potions. Who's that? What does a lonely attempt to speak the law of creation?
I know what you must know. That the King of Kings is to drive the darkness from our star.
Did you know we gotta show some leg? Blasphemous ingrates, all men. We're going to forget the ages that stood watch. And I want them shoot some
It
blasphemy.
is in receiving mercy that men offer praise, and in shedding grace that the gods solicit worship.
Yet this profane spirit speaks for king's heresies before a goddess. Insufferable sacrilege.
I vow, the king will prove himself worthy.
If not, then the feeding shall begin, and it shall not end till every last speck is devoured. So let the covenant be born. Heaven and earth, high and deep, earth and return.
Noct! Prompto's headed your way.
But what about you guys?
We'll wait below. There's only room for two.
Noct, jump!
What?
No time for questions!
There's plenty of time for questions. You want me to what?
Man. Ah! Oh! What's this?
New ride we borrowed from the Nifs. This will get us in close.
Serious?
Here she comes!
I got this.
I'll get as close as I can. But it's up to you.
All right. Won't be long. Hey, nice job finding this baby.
Well, when I saw her, I knew we'd go places. Not again.
Not making this easy.
Not. Hold on tight. Dude, don't let go.
Heads up.
Not. Can you reach?
Who would have thought Prompto would be crazy enough to pull that off?
I need your power!
Yes, because this is going to be so much fun.
So the only way you'll help me is if I take you down?
Much more impressive to get most, if not all, of the armature.
Now, about that ring. On second thought, you let him have it. And do remind him about the crystal. Oh, Prince, your bride awaits!
I will pass the ring to the rightful king. When the prophecy is fulfilled, all enthralled to darkness shall know peace.
How sweet. But please, Lady Lunafreya, you first.
Kenobi. It's like the one freaking battle in this game where you forget to breathe. Whew, take another swig. We all good?
It's done.
Whew.
Blessed stars of life and light.
First I couldn't figure out what the hell's going on. It was six or
Noctis?
Luna?
So, you found your way here.
And you found me.
A chance to see you once more. Who would have thought?
What do you mean? Why wouldn't you see me?
Because my prayers have been answered. My calling fulfilled.
But that doesn't have to come between us.
You are the one, Noctis. The stars shine for you now. That which is yours by right shall be restored to you. Do you remember the flowers of Tenebrae? It seems so long ago. You'll find they await you still, looming from hill to vale.
Will you be there?
Would that I could join you. But this moment will have to be enough.
It's not right. All I wanted was to save you.
When the world falls down around you and hope is lost. When you find yourself alone amid a lightless place. Look to the distance. Know that I am there. And that I watch over you always. Farewell, dear Noctis.
Let's see them top this in FF7, the original being Aerith. I think maybe the messengers, the astrals, kind of allowing that moment between Noct and Luna. There's kind of more happening in their heads, maybe.
Back with us. I'll tell the others. Though it may take a bit.
You're hurt.
Ah, small sacrifice in the greater battle.
And Luna?
She has passed. Umbra left that for you.
Now, depending what choices you make, depends on sort of the... If you look in the items, how this works, it'll either say the end page is stained with tears, or it'll say something about memories of a childhood. But you really don't find that out unless you go back and look at the notebook in your items. Yes, so happy fun times in Altissia. Yep. So obviously Iggy got severely injured, and we'll be finding out why as we dive into his DLC. But yeah, Hydrant's a bitch and I hate her. Don't quite know what Arden wants, what his plan is, so he obviously murdered Luna. And Luna's job is to awaken the six. So we've got Titan, Rama, and Leviathan here. So there's three other gods. We've got Shiva, Ifrit, and the Draconian. So how are we going to wake the gods without Luna? We'll find out in the game. But after you've gone through everything in this chapter, And you see these photos and you're like, ugh. So yeah, these are the feels. And it's just like those moments. The hell Nock's doing, I don't know. All right. And you have a lot more context in Ignis of your time in Altissia. Chapter 10, Heart of a King. Across the water and onto the rails, the royal retinue makes for Grallia, the imperial capital, their objective for reclaiming the crystal, that they might reclaim their homeland. However, the ring's weight proves too much for Noctis to bear. So the ring and Noct are together, but we need to get the ring and Noct and the crystal together. So this is why we're still going towards sort of the enemy stronghold. Now, Altissia is the city proper, so it's basically like the Venice of Eos, but of course you have the entirety of Italy, so there are parts that Leviathan didn't devastate, which is where the boys were, now. I think there's only a few other things to do as far as like side quests, and there's a thing you can go back to Mago for where you can meet the narwhal. But now when you go back, you can go back obviously to Altissia when we hit up another haven or another rest point where we can go to past Lucius. So we basically, what Gintiana lets you do is go before Altissia and after Altissia. But I'm not quite sure where. It's like, well, the memories. But it's like, well, if you're living new experiences, you're not living in a memory. So is it a time travel thing? Is it a, wibbly wobbly, timey wimey? Who knows? But you go pre-Iggy blind, post-Iggy blind, which obviously we just saw. He went blind. And this is going to play a major factor. And I think maybe I'll babble on about this later on in this chapter, but Square Enix got it right as far as how they treat Ignis as a character post-Altissia. The Scourge of the Stars. I think everybody hates this moment coming up and you just want to bitch slap Gladio. Several weeks later. And there's like a debate on what that means. I think it's like a month and a half. But it's not just about Noct recovering. It's about Iggy learning to deal with his now disability. And apparently there's no manual to disability. So, they will need that time. And I think it's not even enough.
So, we're gonna roll through Tenebrae.
Not before visiting the royal tomb at Gartanico.
You're sure you're up to that?
The wounds have mended. Eyesight's a matter of time.
And it's been several weeks thus far.
What the hell is wrong with you?
What?
We're not stopping in Tenebrae. You need to grow up and get over it.
I am over it. I'm here, aren't I?
Maybe when you're not too busy moping, you can look around and give a shit about someone worse off than you.
Let go of me.
How's that ring fit you? You rather carry it around than wear it? She gave her life so you could do your duty, not so you could sit around feeling sorry for yourself.
You don't think I know that?
You don't! Ignis took one for you too. And for what?
Enough, Gladio.
You think you're a king, but you're a coward.
Shut up! Don't do this!
The moment he touched Prompto, right? I would have bashed his skull in.
I get it! Then get a grip. Pull your head out of your ass already.
Noct!
Leave him.
It's so easy for Gladio to say this. He doesn't know shit. He's just the shield. I mean, yeah, he's the bodyguard. He went through the trial of Gilgamesh, but he doesn't know what it's like to feel the power of the crystal. Only Noct in his family line can do that. The whole reason he has magic is through Noct, like I mentioned before. And apparently, if you watch Brotherhood, I highly suggest you watch Brotherhood, the attack on the Merilith apparently affected his ability to sort of fully access the Armiger and his power as the, next in the line of Lucius. So, there's a lot more physical stuff Noct has to deal with. So Gladio can just, mow through whatever the hell he wants, but not all battles can be fought with a sword.
We're almost there.
You can't go any faster.
Black are spooking me out.
Don't talk about others.
The passing of the Oracle. The Oracle, Lady Lunafreya of Tenebrae, lost her life when her summoning of the Hydreian went terribly awry. What the hell they were expecting, who knows? Lady Lunafreya was swept under the Altician waves alongside her fiancé, Crown Prince Noctis of Lucius. Despite falling unconscious for several days, the prince made a miraculous recovery and is currently being treated. There are a few things you can pick up here. I was just wondering where they were.
How much longer till we get there?
Oh. At one point, Prompto asks Iggy if the glasses help. We never got to go on a train like this. Like a big fancy commuter train.
Hey, we're almost to Cartanica.
I got to go on some more more touristy kind of trains. But I'd rather take a train than fly. Just because it seems more interesting. The Tree of Castano. Scientists have yet to provide a sound explanation as to why the resource-rich Frodina Crestano has been overrun by an in the annihilation of the gods. So it like a tip of the hat to the leafetry of 9. Okay. I'm going this way, aren't I? There we go. I don't know which way I'm going now. I don't. World's most confusing train.
If there's a tomb here, you bet we'll be raiding it.
Okay, there's a point where we meet up with Gladio. This is the train that doesn't end.
How much longer? Not long, dear.
I think you can go towards the Regalia. It's parked around here somewhere. Don't know if we'll have enough time.
I saw the way you were looking at her.
I wasn't looking at anyone.
If you could trot, it'd be going a little faster, but they won't let you go any faster than this. Got the dining car. Excuse me, pardon me. Okay, apparently I can't do that. At least not yet.
Still no sign of Lady Lunafreya anywhere. It's not looking good. What I wouldn't give to see her again.
Oh shit.
In the wake of the Tide Mother's wrath, the government of Accordo has declared a state of national emergency.
On behalf of the nation, I would like to express our relief that King Noctis has survived.
One step closer to finding the next tomb.
All right. We are gonna save here, and we'll be joining Ignis and Altisha. And I will take this moment to weep silently into a very large handkerchief. that I gave you time to enjoy the awesome theme that is episode Ignis. And this is a little hint of something a little farther down the road. Now, let's... Now, you only get quick recipe if you get a whole bunch of items through his DLC. Having expended all his energy in the fight with Leviathan, Noctis collapses on the altar of the Tide Mother. Though the conflict is ended, the battle between the gods and the Imperial forces rages on. Fearing for his friend's safety amid the chaos of war, Ignis races through the ruined streets of Altissia to rescue the fallen prince. Now, this is my favorite DLC. I'm a glutton for punishment, but I love my Iggy. But there's a second choice you can make, which is kind of a... I suppose it depends which camp you're on. Is it canon? Is it not canon? Hello, mate. You're just about to... I hope you got your tissues ready. We went through the battle with Leviathan, and we're now heading up Ignis. So, yeah. We're gonna find out what happened to Ignis. But, his particular choice in the second... the sort of branch of fate, there's a lot of gladness in that. And gladness. Yeah. Trying to figure out what ship is what named, but I personally believe in the gladness, even though Iggy is very sexy. It's true, they're either married or gay, but there's no there's no actual proof, that any one of them swing any particular way. But I still love my Iggy. But yeah, as far as gameplay is concerned, Iggy's the one that fights or plays the most elegantly, I guess you could say, which perfect for him. But his is the fighting style that is most natural to my particular taste in fighting styles. Gladio was, an over-leathered Hulk. You just smash things at a really slow pace. Wasn't my thing. We'll head up Prompto shortly. But we are in Ignis right now.
Listen well.
Yes, Your Majesty.
A king cannot lead by standing still. A king pushes onward always, accepting the consequences and never looking back. That said, a king can accept nothing without first accepting himself. Should he stand still, I ask you to stand by him and lend him a hand, as his friend and as his brother. Please, take care of my son.
And think about it, Ignis is like 6 or 7 when he's being, this responsibility is put on him. Apparently it's not that odd in Japan, but...
I must ask your forgiveness.
But here in the West, even adults are mature, so...
Trial should be over by now, right?
Can't tell a bloody thing from here. Let's make for the altar.
There's an expression that says, oh shit, it's this one.
Look out!
That's how you separate one of the bros. You give yourself a heart attack at the same time. This was in, if not the first or the second, no, it was the second trailer. Though the first one certainly grabbed you by the balls and twisted. And I don't even have them. Goofy juice engaged. Whew. And on my channel there is a upload of my first playthrough of episode Ignis and my reaction, because I had no... It literally just dropped and I'm like, oh, this is gonna happen. I know what a moose is be. And I've played this a million times since. That water cannot be clean. Use L to move towards land. And it took me like 15 playthroughs to figure out what the hell he was talking about. It's like, they're here, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And then you see the little nifs across the bridge. Alrighty.
Pronto!
Iggy, I thought you were a goner.
Take more than little seawater. Distracted.
You got it.
I need a better vantage point.
Now, shinies are your friend in this episode. Pick up anything that's not nailed down.
They've got eyes everywhere.
Iggy's spell daggers can be imbued with elemental properties. Press to switch elemental enchantments, which you already seen because at this point you were able to play each bro separately in the main game, so there's no surprises here. You got Flame Bind, Ice Bind, and Lightning Bind. Flame Bind is for one-on-one combat.
Easy.
Frostbind your daggers is for multiple targets.
It's over!
And you better get your rebound straight.
I've no time for distractions.
Stormbind. And that's basically Iggy's version of Warp Strike.
Yeah.
Your Counter Strike. Master it, because you're gonna need it. Hold to gather your thoughts and focus, and you get total clarity. And it changes depending on which spell daggers you have equipped. When you gain total clarity, your spell daggers perform differently depending on their elemental enchantment. Flamebound daggers strike a single enemy multiple times. Frostbound daggers strike multiple enemies once. Stormbound daggers deal incredible damage to shocked enemies. I rarely use Stormbound. I like Flamebound.
Yeah.
They just keep coming.
Oh, crap. String together consecutive hits. So that's something kind of carried over from Radio. Even though as far as like the story, Ignis is second, but Ignis was the third one put out. is awesome. Leave it to Ignis to friggin' MacGyver something. And this covers the sort of point warp ability Noct has, so people have complained that, oh, well, they're just using the main game mechanics, but it's such a freaking genius way to do it. So you've retained a hook shot from a fallen matchstick trooper. Press L2, and then you become Batman. So if Alfred was Batman, this is Ignis. Alrighty, let's take a look around. Like I said, pick up anything that is not nailed down because it will serve you later on. Okay. So it gives you a good idea what the hell's going on in Altissia. Yeah. Shoink. Titan is freaking awesome. This is why I want to model him. Fun's just getting started, little mate. Now you can extend the gameplay by kind of cleaning up Altissia of Nifs, but we're just going to kind of focus on the main game right now, so that's why the first time I played it, it was like an hour's worth of gameplay, and I'm kind of like, okay. And it's like, oh, if we clean out Altissia, it kind of gives you 2 or 3 extra. So that's what the whole situation map is about. Red's Niflheim, blue's Accordo, white's neutral.
Attention, all units. The Hydrian has fallen to the Archean. Imperial forces moving from the city center toward the altar. All units, withdraw from the front lines immediately. I repeat, all units, withdraw immediately.
So basically, they're just being pussies. Okay. Just grabs his icicles and just... oh crap. Gives him a swap fest. I've played this a million times and still never gotten the one.
Westcom here. The Empire has the Archean surrounded. Until he smashes their ships, that is.
And I need to get to the altar before that happens.
You could try crossing the Eastern Bridge, if it's still standing.
Here's to hoping. Heading that way now. Wish me luck.
Fingers crossed.
Madam Secretary, come in.
What now?
I need your help. I fear Noct is in danger.
As is the entire city of Altissia, in case you haven't taken a look around. He and his girlfriend are probably long gone.
No. I made a promise to keep him safe. A promise I intend to keep.
How noble. I'll see what my men can do, but I won't promise anything.
Ignis here. Do you copy?
Loud and clear.
What's your status?
Preoccupied?
It probably will be for a while.
Understood.
What about...
Prompto? Prompto! Do you copy?
Alright, now. You can pick up, there's a trophy if you pick up like all the little bits and baubles. I think it's like an Altician Ambassador. So we got a note from Prompto. Iggy, a couple of locals offered me some supplies, so I decided to share the wealth. Don't get me wrong, I'm totally grateful, I just prefer to travel light. Let's bring our buddy back in one piece. Prompto. I've yet to, in a single playthrough, without cheats, get every single item, because some of them are pretty well hidden. Okay. What else was I going to do? Oh yes, there's a... if you just sort of stand there and hit triangle, Iggy will do this. I found that out by accident, but it's such an adorable little thing to add. He'll just fiddle with his glasses. As a glasses wearer myself, I totally relate. Aiming for that. Okay, we are trying to make the Western Bridge. It's a save point we don't quite need yet. So it's pretty much a lot of grinding, just sort of fighting the same enemy over and over. But especially when you realize the impact of what's happening on the altar, and, you know, having played the Battle of the Leviathan, it puts it in such context, so you really feel the pressure. Alrighty, button punches. Total clarity. Very useful. Oops. Good thing he can swim. How do I get out of here? I'm trying to get there. I keep trying to point warp. You think I'd know by now? You just sit here and have a drink. Alright, focus. Focus. I'm going to restore clarity. There we go.
You're mine!
Yes, come into my house. And there are shiny. Snipe this. Okay, I saw that laser beam. Where are you hiding? outfit gets all frosty when he uses his frost-bound daggers, which is cool. Oh shit! Oh, that was a close one. Spider-leggy, spider-leggy. Alright, where the hell are we going? We are going into that other direction. Where the hell is it? Oh, there you are, you button munch. And you're like, okay, of all the shinies, why is there just a bunch of crap? Well, you can sell them off for the good stuff. So they just don't have, like, potions and stuff lying around. Which kind of makes sense as far as storyline is concerned, because they were, you know, storing up supplies, preparing for the shitfest that Battle of Leviathan ended up to be. So it kind of makes sense that, you know, they would need the potions and the elixirs and all that stuff.
Weskin mentioned a bridge.
This is it!
That's how you do shit. Do you get that prompt right? Ooh, the leggy. It killed you, what the hell? Focus, focus. I need to focus. Can't take it even taller.
Cease this!
I hit it. Stop it. Hello, bicycle up your ass, huh? A random family portrait there, but I suppose maybe it acts like a hurricane and just sort of threw random stuff all over the place. I like to be overstocked with everything and anything just on the off chance. I was, you know, playing, and I think the first time I battled the main boss there, I I failed. And I felt so awful. Like, I can't do this to you again, Ignis. Let's see, shinies. Did we find the shinies here? Okay. And the thing too, when I first played it, I'm like, you know, I felt the pressure of like, I gotta get them out. I can't screw around. Ignis wouldn't screw around. Now he would worry about the frickin', you know. That's what Alticia's got their own military for. Let them deal with the civilians, you know. I gotta get to my brother, the king, you know. So, you know, I felt that emotional response. And in some ways I still do. Bridges and airships are not in this one. Well, indeed, this sucks. This is my lame Ignis impression.
Have you located the ring yet, Commander? And what of Luna Freya?
Both, High Commander. But our forces are unable to extract either at present. We've no way of approaching the altar so long as the Archean stands in our way.
Gods on his side.
Which you should know, that is a son of the Oracle.
Neither the King nor the Oracle will escape with their lives if the fighting continues. Order a full retreat. I'm going in alone.
But sir...
I assume you were already familiar with how I got this arm.
Yes, sir.
Then you must also know the ring is worthless without one who can wield it.
Very well, sir.
Recognize this motherfucker.
How dare he address me with such impudence? Has he forgotten his place entirely? Or is he too concerned about his sister to care?
Gee, what a reach of thought here.
Time is of the essence. Which way to the altar?
Ball of awesome.
You're mine!
Apparently the Niflheim Empire has a better training school than the Sith Empire. These guys at least can actually hit their targets. Alright. Oh shit. I hate that. Even Ignis mentions the fact.
You just keep coming.
Of course they throw in a control because Ignis wears clothing, so it kind of fits Iggy's aesthetic. Oh shit.
Pulling up the big guns, eh?
Just that really can't do right and left.
This is it!
Like you flash bombs, you can't see it.
There's more?
That's because suffering is fun. Crap. I can't afford to blink in this game.
Attention, all units. Assemble at the docks and prepare for withdrawal immediately. We depart in 3 minutes.
Wait! I'm headed to the altar. I need a boat!
Have you lost your marbles?
No, but we'll lose the king if we don't act.
Give him what he wants.
Understood.
You've my thanks.
Keep them. I'll take Gil instead. Do you copy?
I like the fact that she admits she could be bought. An honest politician like this one.
Do you copy? Yes or no?
Yes, I copy.
Then speak up next time. Look, I'm just as worried as you are. But we can't go losing our heads. If we want to save Noct, we've got to keep it together.
This coming from the world's biggest
Yes. I suppose you're right.
We'll keep moving. Hang in there, Iggy.
I will. Thanks.
Gladio telling Cygnus to get his shit straight. Yeah, call bullshit. This was, I think, the statue that they were talking about, Emperor Aldercap going, "Peace be unto the province." That worked out. Crap. We're here. Don't let it. That'll work. I was definitely the dancer's body anyway. Not that I noticed. I mean, I would consider considering his fighting style that, you know, he would have some sort of dance training, because his movements are very lyrical, very elegant and fluid. In short, very dance-like. Okay, now there is a place nearby that I can pilfer from before we get on the boat. You can also buy spectacles, and different glasses will give you different attributes. Sure which one we're at here. Okay, this treasure spot's pretty much just a collection of shinies. Hey, miss. This is such a maze, it's hard to remember where anything is. Stop picking these up since I'm here. And you only need to pick up quick recipe once, so you can get into the main game, but you have to beat episode Ignis to get quick recipe or I don't know if you have to beat the game, but you have to at least buy it in the game for it to transfer over. And once you got it, you keep it, since you obviously saw the previous installment. Getting lost in Tulsa. Maps are really useful. Alrighty, so we need to get to there. There's also a couple of things hidden here, so it's not totally a waste. Hit him, Uncle. Direction. Yep. Okay, which way do I go? There's a massive pile of shinies there. Site map kind of. There we go. Okay. Underneath. Ooh, ouch. Here we are. Okay, there's a couple of things we can pick up over here. Give us stuff. Now the whole reason you pick up the stuff that aren't like potions and this, that, and the other thing are specifically to sell. Kind of a long way of going around, I don't know why. Now, the city is in utter devastation. Why bother buy anything? Couldn't you just take the supplies? I mean, obviously, you know, Biggie admitted, well, I needed the supplies to help rescue the king. You know, they're not, like, gonna arrest him for theft. But I think it's because Iggy's such an upstanding guy, of course he's going to, like, be honest about it. Okay, so, we want to sell everything we got here. And you need at least $2,100 to buy the recipe stuff. This gives you a quick recipe. lots of potions because I'm going to need it. Now there's a similar place underground that gets you the glasses, but I'm not quite sure where that is. Apparently it's this one here. Okay, so I need to go this way direction. But I need to pick up oh crap. My stuff. It all looks the same on the map. Still in the wrong spot. That's where I just came from. Okay, let's see what we've got so far for documents. Proposal for Operation Tidecrawler. We've received intelligence that the Crown Prince and the Oracle are on their way to Altissia to awaken the Sea Goddess from her slumber. For all our targets to assemble so neatly is most fortuitous, I propose we capitalize on this coincidence and secure the ring of legend from the fugitives while our forces take care of the Tide Mother. The army should prepare for battle at once. We must intercept Leviathan as soon as she rises from the water. As for Prince Noctis and Lady Lunafreya, they should be captured on sight. They must be brought back alive. High Commander Ravis Nox Fleury. It's a random family portrait. Okay, what's Iggy? Not sure if you read this, but if you do, I'll let you some size. Take them. Sorry for yelling at you, by the way. Gladio. Cover place for shinies, and they don't give me one. Alrighty then. What do we got here? So these are the different glasses you can buy. You got thick frames, a pair of glasses similar to the ones Ignis wore when he was a student, Boost Spirit, which is what you see him wear in Brotherhood, where they're kind of more thick black frames. A pair of sleek glasses epitomize stylish eyewear, reduces ice and ballistic frames. So these are basically Iggy's sunglasses. A monocle, which is really funny. A single lens for the savvy and stylish tactician, increases critical head race. classic frames. A pair of refined glasses within proper prescription reduces critical hit rate, and the strength and increases elemental resistances. Now, I don't have enough gil to buy any of these, but I don't find them to be really useful. And he does wear them. He goes throughout the entire game when you put them on. So it's just... and the party frames just somehow very inappropriate, considering the feel of the game. So, that basically is underneath the First Secretary's estate there. Alrighty. Now we're gonna go try to find our brother here. Okay. Ouch! I missed the jump. I'm sorry, I missed. I need a boat. This was something I can help through here. Come on. Really? Fine then. Oh shit.
It's over! Cease this! You're mine!
What did you get for sneaking around down there? Who the hell's... Pay back a bit, Jim. And this did have water in it. This is one of the gondola waterways. Yeah, I made it in the right direction, right? Since we're here. And also after you play episode Ignis, you get the outfit he's wearing. People liked floppy-haired Ignis so much they actually gave him unkept Crown's Guard, before his bangs are in front of his face. Which is floppy-haired Ignis is pretty damn cute. But I want floppy-haired Ignis in the Crowd's Guard outfit. Come on, it's just too much gorgeous to not do that. And I wanted them to like bring back the glitch where you could have, you know, later on party and past Lucius. Basically what you see in the very first seconds of the game. Okay, so just look at this. This is freaking awesome. That's not a screenshot, I don't know what is. He just grabs Nif ships and just pulls them out of the sky. Alrighty then. Get something. Come on. Really? Alright, we gotta take a swim. Alright. Anything else I can steal from people? No? Okay. I'm not the one. You're the one.
There you are, ready to ship out.
Ready as I'll ever be. You best get the civilians out of here while there's still time.
Listen, are you sure about this?
Of course.
We'll just make sure you come back alive. Both of you.
This is a cutscene that I did not figure out until after, because I'm like trying to drive.
Hang on, Noct. I'm on my way.
Well, this part's manual, but yeah.
Onward.
Alrighty. I'm glad they kind of did the very
Right.
James Bond / Indiana Jones.
Should be able to reach the altar this way.
That's so freaking badass. It just rips apart the new ships. Go tight. Look how many times did I have to die in one day?
Well, well, look who it is. What could one of His Majesty's royal retainers be doing here, of all places?
Duh. Alright, now we're without the guy. If you don't know that reference, you're not a good person.
Bloody hell.
I must thank you for your visit to Fort Follow. Do allow me to express my gratitude.
Iggy's the safest in the water because ballistics.
Surrender now, and I'll ensure your end is as painless as possible.
Never!
This is the thing that I was trying
Then
to
you
drive.
leave me no choice.
They come.
Plenty more where that came from. They say one good turn deserves another. And I believe I owe you quite the turn once you're out of the way. The reign of the Lucii will be mine!
They should just hand it to him. It's not gonna go well for him if you didn't.
Heed not. It will never be yours. I'll make sure of it.
You shall rue the day you defy the Niflheim Empire!
Cease this!
Might need another booby juice. Welcome. You joined us in a happy place.
Ravers.
How is it all I'm doing is pushing buttons and I'm the one that's pooped? Yes, if I don't, I'll end up looking like an idiot. Because you know that'd be the one time that I'd be failing. Gating. I like saving my oldest things. But that was this year, so I'll do this. Welcome. For me, this is considered a crowd. We are obviously hitting up episode Ignis after we did the Battle of Leviathan in the main game. So, we've sidetracked to see what Ignis was going on after the reveal. We saved into Cartanica, so that'll be our next little jaunt.
I've no quarrel with you, boy. Join me. I can secure us a way to the King and the Oracle.
How do I know I can trust you?
Have you any other options?
You have a point.
I'm so happy we got to team up with Ravis. I've always liked Ravis. Alright, let's do some ass whooping. So that's sort of their... What the fuck? I don't even dare do that. Their version of like a link strike. Yes, roll into my icicle. Damn. Kind of equivalent to Gladio's impulse. Just get amongst them. They fall down. Get them back in here, pussy. Well, deal with these little bastards first, and then I go hunting for shinies. Apparently these are statues of Leviathan. Note the rusty bitch face. Shit. I like the fact that he's got a rapier too.
After all. Follow me, if you're ready.
In a moment we're going to hunt for shinies because, you know, useful. Yes, Phoenix Downs. Oh yes, gimme, 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 gimme. You know, if I tried doing that sort of wall jump type thing, I'd end up flat on my ass. I have tiny little stub legs. There's no way I could do that elegantly. Okie dokie. Where's Calico's body? I want to bitch slap it. No. They won't allow for that. And they brought back Loki for the Assassin's Festival. The other little, you know, butt nibbler you had to fight. Hope I brought you guys his tissues, because we're gonna need them. I already downed one bottle of Goofy juice to prepare. Okay. Let's go find Ravis. After we catch our breath.
Magitech armor.
Indeed. You needn't waste your time. I've ordered a full retreat. They'll be gone soon enough.
Very well.
The power of the Oracle keeps his outfit white about all the time.
Why turn against the Empire? Why now?
My sister's life is at stake. Is that not reason enough? Ugh. The paths we tread may differ, but the blood coursing through our veins is one. So too is our calling. I must protect her. What of it?
I have doubts that you were born with a prosthetic.
Your doubts are correct. I once believed it was I who was destined to dispel the darkness. This is proof I was wrong.
Is it safe to assume this means you'll lend Noct a hand?
Don't be asinine. Our interests may have aligned in this moment, but I have not allied myself with him.
Wouldn't the Nips kind of wonder where Calico, screw his ass kind of went?
The Empire is after the ring of the Lucii. If the ring falls into the wrong hands, I fear there's little hope for either of them.
It was supposed to the rings in the Nips' hands. Noct couldn't, would be with Noct to use. So I guess there's an idea of just keeping things separated.
We haven't much time.
I'm aware.
Not necessarily that the Nips can actually use said ring. It's just keeping it out of Noct's hands. Okay, magic deck armors are doing their thing.
Tread quietly.
I know.
Alright, let's do this.
Keep up.
Right. Ready?
You have to ask.
Okay.
Let's make this quick.
Gladly.
See, I just instinctively hit the button. Kind of threw me the first time.
Don't get in my way.
So long as you stay out of mine.
Tell me, do you truly believe Noctis is the one true king?
I believe it goes without saying.
Yet when the flames of war enshrouded Tenebrae, his father spared us nary a second thought. No savior king could possibly be born of such cowardice.
To aid the king is the Oracle's calling, is it not? Or have you simply forgotten the pledge sworn by your forebears?
I have not forgotten, nor have I forgiven.
Again, makes more sense if you watch Kingsclave. Slightly more sense. Because the moment he's kind of referring to is just a very small moment. Crap.
I'm tired of this.
Then let's end it.
I got you now.
just something satisfying about just wasting a bunch of moves. Oh joy, there's more. Because you know, this is, they just pick random curls. And I'm a cat person, I don't want to be doing this. Tell me they didn't pick the curls because of the Gothy. Come on. It had to be why. Alrighty. Ow, ah, ah.
You're mine!
Ravens. Let's soften him up. Take him down.
You're mine!
You all right?
Well enough.
You're resilient, I'll give you that. If Noctis is the true king, he still has much to prove. The darkness will not wait for his ascent. It will consume our star, and all upon it.
I know. He may not yet grasp the gravity of his calling, but once he does, he will rise to the occasion and fulfill his destiny.
One can only hope you're right.
Yeah, I mean, the world's gonna move on without Noct. Which I think fuels, you know, Gladio's bitchiness in the main game. But still, I mean, you can't force a person to be ready when they're not. Now, I don't know if Ignis would understand more of what Noct goes through, or is going through, after, you know, the Battle of Leviathan. I think he probably has more empathy than Gladio does. I'm sure Prompto has more empathy, but I don't know if he truly understands the, you know, epicness of what Noct is sort of designed to do. No shinies, no shrubberies. Why are there shrubberies? Nee. Alrighty. Picking up what more I can find, and then we'll sell off what we got. Swear to gods there are more here. Yeah, okay, fine, no. Alright. Alrighty, let's buy a shit ton of this stuff. I never need all of them, but I just feel like, you know, it's a good thing to have a zillion of them. Okay, elixirs. Phoenix Downs I'm good with. Okay, I think I'm good. Oh sure, now I find the other. Really? Okay, that's good. Okay, Revis, where'd you go? Okay, I can do this. I've been emotionally scarred by this game already.
Move quickly.
Right. Noct! Luna Freya. Are you her dog?
No, it's a gerbil, Ignis. Now this part is canon.
A power greater than even that of the Six, purifying all by the light of the crystal and the glaives of rulers past. Only at the throne can the chosen receive it, and only at the cost of a life his own. The King of Kings shall be granted the power to banish the darkness, but the blood price must be paid. To cast out the usurper and usher in dawn's light will cost the life of the chosen. Many sacrificed all for the king, so must the king sacrifice himself for all. Now enter into reflection, let the light of providence shine within.
What did I just see? A vision of what's to come?
I have plenty of opinions, but I shall remain silent on this. We'll get to that when we get to that in the main game. You know shit about to go down, and they give you like handfuls of like, you know, Phoenix Downs and elixirs.
Noct! No.
First, the Lucians stole from me my mother. And now they make a sacrifice of my sister. Get out of my way!
What are you doing?
What I should have done long ago! Ridding us of this menace!
This is a battle I do not savor.
And you too shall do the same thing! Death!
Come to your senses, man! I understand the pain you must be feeling. But Noct isn't the one who did this to her.
Oh, yes, he is. How dare you!
Lady Lunafreya came to her king's aid in his time of need. She was fulfilling her calling.
Don't try to justify this! She didn't need to die!
Kill him, and her sacrifice will have been for naught. Kill him, and kill her hopes for the future.
What hope is there in a future that my sister will never see? Step aside and go around. That's my way. The power of the storm surges through my blade.
Although you feel sorry for this, because he's just filled by rage and just... But in a sense, he's doing the same thing that Ignis is.
Noct didn't choose to become king. His ascension was ordained by the crystal. It wasn't mere happenstance.
It was a mistake, one that must be corrected.
All people must understand how Noct feels. Bereft of both parents, forced to carry on despite losing those you love. You both feel that pain. I feel You're mine! Whoa! Prepare yourself! How dare you!
Crap.
You will beg for death! Death to Noctis and his men!
At least he telegraphs the move here.
It's over!
Not quite sure what happened. Cancel each other's jumps.
Power of the storm surges through my blade!
I always knew. That you would face your fate without fear. Fulfill your duty without regret. But part of me always hoped that I might see you happy one day. Your burdens lifted. Free to live and love as you please. You would have made a beautiful bride. Even in death, the Oracle does not rest. Only once the darkness is dispelled is her calling truly fulfilled. And as in life, I know she will confront that challenge with a smile on her face.
Oh, sister, please don't go. Please don't leave me.
Nikki's gotta be like, what are we gonna tell Noct? And another one of the beautiful theme is Ravis's theme. Might as well. It's more than implied that everything Ravis has done as part of the Empire was basically to protect Luna. You're really not quite sure how he thought this was going to work, but... Okay, this is where shit gets real. I personally like choosing Chapter 2, not necessarily for the quote-unquote happy ending, but the fact that I could savor fucking Arden up a bit. It just draws out the fact that I could just wail on Arden. But we're going to choose the canon ending, which is the first ending, which may or may not work in my favor. But man, when the trailer for Ignis came out, it's just like, they wanted to take their time with the story, and I'm glad they took that extra time. The Promptos one wasn't bad either.
Iggy! Gladio! Are you all right? Where's Prompto?
Well, well. What have we here?
You... Arden...
Oh dear. Was I that transparent?
This is the first trailer you saw.
The game's up, my boy.
Yeah. That smug son of a...
Come now, why not follow your liege's lead and stop resisting?
Never!
You risked life and limb to safeguard the King of Kings, only to witness him fail so. You must be so disappointed.
Unhand him!
I know I am. Oh, what good is a world that only ever lets you down? Why not end it all right here?
No. You can't. Noct!
Just the thought of Arden touching Noctis disgusts me. But go friggin' away this. Booyah!
My, you two certainly had become fast friends.
Friggin' hat, I swear to God.
Permit me to make a suggestion. Rather than follow this flotsam and float away to a watery grave, why not come with me? What do you say?
Now I'm assuming if you go the second route, you trust Ravis taking care of Noct. But since we know where we are in the main game, we're gonna have to fight back. Okay, this was a little over the top.
I'll take that as a no.
I swore an oath to stand with Noct and keep him safe. Whatever it takes, I will protect him.
That took balls.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
I don't necessarily think it's reckless, but desperate.
May not be of blood, but if a glaive can harness its power, then so can I! Kings of Lucis, lend me your strength!
You would think Regis would go, well, yeah, this is Ignis. He raised Noctis. You know, he good, you know. Damn. Oh, motherfucker. Floppy-haired Ignis.
Well, they've shown you their fear after
all. Alright.
Well, if you're so keen for keeping him safe, I'd like to see you try.
Yeah.
No time to waste now. If you are quick about it, you're the one liable to wind up dead.
Oh, bitch, I hit that.
Advisors. What a pity.
Wow.
To
that was impressive.
Why not seize this futile show? Your appeals to hope and loyalty will all come to naught in the end. No! You're wrong.
Shit, this can't be good.
Wasn't that exhilarating? I think that's enough for one day.
Nox.
I mean, there was no guarantee that the Lords of Lucius were going to, you know, say, okay, yes, you can have the power of the ring. You know, Iggy was literally holding death in his hand. I mean, if you watch King's Glaive, you know what happens to the glaive that put on the ring.
That was rather reckless.
Where's Noct? Is he all right?
More or less. All thanks to you.
Thank goodness.
Iggy! Where are you? Not!
Be still. Conserve your strength. You've a calling to fulfill.
Not! Iggy!
As do I.
Now watch Prompto in the background. Best Prompto moment ever. And you don't notice it until you're like...
as well, Noctis.
Here. He just comes in, goes, I gotta do something, and just goes off screen. That... Well, of course he's got a pulse glider, he's breathing. I mean, it's like...
Please, forgive me.
There's debate of what precisely he's asking forgiveness for. Is it forgiveness for using the ring? Forgiveness of, you know, the result of the ring? You really don't know. It's kind of up to, up to personal opinion. I think it's because of, you know, forgiving. He's asking forgiveness of, like, okay, I'm now disabled. Am I going to be able to, you know, fulfill my duty and calling as I promised? But we'll find out how that works out in the main game. And of course, with the several weeks later, he has to, you know, he needs time to heal, he needs time to adjust, he needs time to figure out just what the hell happened. Screw tissues, I think we all need paper towels. And Prompto is just so freaking awesome. He just so takes care of Iggy, you know, he's just the bro we all should have in our lives. I want a Prompto.
How are you feeling?
knocked. Perhaps it might be best if we brought our journey to a close.
Why?
It's just that, we've already lost so much. Too much.
Are you kidding me? That's exactly why I have to keep going. Because if I give up now, their sacrifices would have been for nothing. And you of all people, you should know that better than anyone.
The decision is yours to make, and yours alone. But do remember, we will stand with you always, and help you bear your burdens. Don't be afraid to let us share the load. I'll be back.
So Iggy bears that burden of, okay, is this the end result? Forever, basically. I mean, this is something that's a wound in his heart. And if I can't... I think Ignis would have known that Noct would have said, no, I gotta keep going. Spoiler alert. Or this is like a preview of what's to come. But it's like, okay, if Noct said, okay, I'm done, you can't. He doesn't have that luxury. You know, if he doesn't continue on, the world's just going to be swallowed up by darkness. And later on we'll find out just how fun that becomes. But yeah, when I came across that choice first, I was like, yeah, of course I'm going to fight back. I'm not just going to desert the guy I just spent everything just risking to get to. Of course, this is no spoiler here because you see it in the first part of the game. Like, you know, some shit going down. But it shows just at what lengths Ignis is willing to go to protect Noct. So yeah, break out the towels.
You know, looking back, it wasn't all bad.
I suppose we had some fun along the way.
And our fair share of trouble, too. But I don't have any regrets. Luna and you guys brought me this far. And now, I'm on my own.
No, you won't be going alone.
No, you're right. I mean, I wouldn't have made it all this way without you guys. Why stop now? In the end, I might not have you at my side, but I'll always have you in my heart. Thanks. Thanks for everything, Iggy.
Look at his glasses. Okay, if you're not emotionally wrecked by now, you're a soulless bastard. It's like every single time. I don't know how long I've been doing this. So yeah, Iggy's the one I keep going back to. And of course you start off with this particular loading screen. Then once you play, I think, the second ending, you get Glorious Ignis. Should we play the extra verse? I don't know, what time is it? Yeah, okay, 9:30. I think we should probably do this. Resume play from chapter 3. With the canon main story, you feel the loyalty of brotherhood. See, the newfound allies race toward the altar, but find they're too late. Lady Lunafreya has passed. Enraged by the loss of his sister, Ravus lashes out at the still unconscious Noctis, who he blames for Luna's death. Sympathetic to Ravus's plight, yet determined to keep his friend from harm, Ignis takes to arms. But in the second one, there's a whole different way you can look at it. But you notice when he just tackles Ravus. There's no strategy, there's no elegance in his fighting. It's just, straight base brawling. In the main game, we found that there's this moment between Noct and Luna where they were children again in this field of Scylla blossoms, and Luna's still spouting that you're the chosen king, da 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 da. But here you actually see what happens to Luna. Of course, nobody else realizes this. They assume that she's gone underneath the waves. So they're looking for a body that you're not going to find, because she's now the ultimate oracle, I guess you could say. I mean, Iggy keeps things close to the vest, but, he does have a heart. He is an emotional being. He probably feels more than the others do. But he's kind of got to be the adult of the group. The mom friend. But I think this is a perfect team up, though, with Ravus and Ignis. I was so glad they kind of brought him and he kind of flesh out Ravus a bit more, which sadly he doesn't get in the main game. Hell, even Luna doesn't get this, and she's like a pivotal character in the story.
Iggy! Gladio! Are you alright? Where's Prompto?
Well, well. What have we here? You... Arden.
Oh dear. Was I that transparent?
The game's up, my boy. Come now, why not follow your liege's lead and stop resisting?
Never!
You risked life and limb to safeguard the King of Kings, only to witness him fail so spectacularly. You must be so disappointed.
Unhand him!
I know I am. Oh, what good is a world that only ever lets you down? Why not end it all right here?
No. You can't. No!
two certainly had become fast friends. Permit me to make a suggestion. Rather than follow this flotsam and float away to a watery grave, why not come with me? What do you say?
You say I'd like to hand you your own ass. Which I shall do shortly. Having arrived at the altar of the Tide Mother, Ignis finds himself surrounded by the Empire. Arden then lays before him two options: come along to Niflheim or get swept beneath the waves. What sacrifice is the young tactician willing to make to save his dear friend Noctis? And in choice number one, because you literally just smacked around Ravis in a fit of rage, who was going to try to kill Noctis. But you do kind of understand why, so there is that sort of, okay, maybe I can trust him to, like, keep an eye on Noct and kind of, you know, figure out, okay, where's Prompto and Gladio? Then to, like, you know, just sort of like, I'm just gonna leave you here, bye-bye. And Iggy Sans glasses.
Where are we?
Oh, you have to ask? Why, Zignotus Keep, of course. Otherwise known as the current residence of your precious crystal. Have I piqued your curiosity? You must have so many questions. Seek the answers yourself, if you dare.
If his word is good, then he's brought me to Gralia. The question is why? What's his game?
I think it was my last playthrough that I realized that there was a shiny over here. And I've played like a million times before. I know there's a shiny, there you are. I wish I looked that attractive with my glasses off. My face becomes invisible without my glasses. It is very sad. Be nice if they made your eyes look bigger. Maybe if you have like reading glasses it does that, but they don't. I'm blind now. I'm an old lady. I can't see literally 2 inches past the end of my nose. And this is as fast as they're letting me make them. Okay.
Blessed was the man born for the throne, yet he, so impure of heart, was denied by the stone and cast into ignominy. Feeding on the dusk and embracing the darkness, he spurned the dawn, affecting a life untouched by time. And through the coming of night eternal, he now seeks to exact vengeance upon his own blood.
Vengeance upon his own blood. Is that why he's after Noct?
The stone, chrysalis to the soul of our star, cradle to the king, destined to serve as vessel of its light. Gods and men alike awaited the coming of the chosen as they fought to fend off darkness' blight. For he and he alone would possess the power to purge our star of its scourge.
Noct really must be the chosen king after all.
Niflheim's wine cellar. Maybe that's what they get from a Cordo.
Cease this! It's over!
There's a little shit around here, me. There you are. Come back here, you little coward.
After him.
Don't all intelligent people talk to themselves? And we will be revisiting this fun factory later on. In the infamous chapter 13. And you know they've got to have... They put thought behind us because chapter 13 is like the most linear of the game, and people kept bitching about, you know, Final Fantasy 13 being like a hallway simulator. They did patch it though.
Once the sacred ring is replete with power, the true king will complete his ascension. Only then can he banish the blight upon our star. By the power of the light alone is the chosen king made manifest. With the glaive of kings, the stone of legend, and the ring of light in hand, the chosen's power will surpass that of even the gods themselves.
And there's a fanfic that
By
utilizes
that
that.
self-same power, with the true king as its vessel, the darkness shall be purged from our star, and dawn shall return to our world once more.
This is it.
Yeah, I'd have that reaction too.
Why are you after Noct? For revenge?
In a sense, yes. But my aims extend beyond the boy. He's more of a means to an end. I suppose I never revealed my proper name, so allow me to introduce myself. Lucis Kylo.
I don't think we all know this stuff by now.
If only. No, that would be my dear brother, who snatched the throne and cast me into exile.
Episode art and prologue.
Your Majesty before. Would you do me the honor?
My allegiance lies with the true king alone.
Well then, off with your head.
Now you see what we're gonna have to deal with. The part I hate the most of the entire game comes up. I hate it. How are they not, like, ripping apart? It's ripping apart the walls. This is the part I hate. Why did you look up? Why? And I feel it every single freaking time. I hate that. It's like, why do you look up? You know what's coming. Just roll away. See, this is the part too that I hate. You can either go all in or you can just do it little bits at a time. Why do they make me watch Igna suffer?
You see, the revenge I seek is not upon the boy. I only wish to punish the crystal that cast me aside in favor of that insufferable fool. He's certainly taking his sweet time ascending as its champion, though. Would there were a way to expedite the process!
Incoming Ignock.
This world means nothing to me. Do with it as you wish.
How did you get your hands on that?
But I refuse to let Noct sacrifice his life to save ours. I won't let you take him away. Even if it costs my own life to save him. I will pay that price!
Take care not to hurt yourself.
Here's a recipe for you. It starts with opening the can and fuck you up.
You'll need to undergo immortality first, and I intend to help.
Cease this!
I'll be like bastard barbecue.
You're no match for me.
Whoa!
Right, stop.
Do try harder.
Bob and weave, Bob and weave, Bob and weave. Where's the potion, Bob and weave? Bob and weave, Bob and weave, Bob and weave.
Oh.
If thou dost wish to save the king, a sacrifice must be made, because we are assholes. Why give up? Why do that? I did that once. Because it was just, you hit the automatic one that's highlighted and I gave up and it was horrible. The contract is now forged. Oh, you can hear the crispy. Just because his name means fire knowledge, come on. Do I risk quick recipe? I don't know. I'm afraid to even play.
It's over!
Crap.
All good things.
Wasn't sure if that was the ring being worn off or me getting my ass handed to me.
Cutting it close.
Shit. Crap! Bomb weave, yes, no, go, move. Oh, motherfucker! Oh, you sneaky son of a bitch. Oh, that was close. Oh, man. This isn't the emotional ringer. I don't know what it is. I am not giving up. I have come this far. I am not giving up. Ooh, I got the full power of the ring. Alright, you son of a bitch, rock. This is what I meant, you gotta get your counter strikes down.
That won't do at all.
Especially when you play through the game, this is just so satisfying. I've yet to play episode Arden because I'm waiting for it to go half off because I am not paying $10 for this other bitch. If I got the bros for $5, I am paying twice for $1.
Drat.
Okay. I don't know which is better, awesome or brilliant. No, A, awesome, B, brilliant, TK. Apparently awesome.
The best laid plans, eh? It may have eluded me for now, but rest assured, I shall have my revenge.
Ignis!
Knocked. But how?
Ravis. He lent us a hand, if you can believe it.
What the hell were you thinking?
How could we let this happen? How could I let this happen? This is all my fault.
No.
If I'm really some kind of savior, why can't I save the ones I love? I'm sorry. You guys have stayed with me this whole time. And all it's done is caused you pain.
Not anymore. All that ends now. Please! Lend me your strength! Help me! Protect my friends!
See, this is a moment I hope we should have been in the main game. Just his interaction with the crystal. We'll see what really happens later. But like in this chapter, or this Luna's fall to them getting to Grollia. But of course if Ravis helped them, you would need those weeks, I guess, so did like Ravis kind of support Noct? And they're both
A king cannot lead by standing still. A king pushes onward always, accepting the consequences and never looking back.
I love how they rustle up everybody to meet in the main game. So far we've met everybody here. God, I love Iggy's theme. I've yet to get my hands on Dawn of the Future, though. The only one I can find is the Japanese version, even though apparently there
It's
is
been a
an
long
English
road,
version.
but at last we've arrived.
Yeah. Prompto. Gladio. Iggy.
For 10 years, everything we've done was in preparation for this day.
And today, we finish it.
Right.
Today, we walk tall together.
One king to another. I want me those boots. Hell, I want me the entire, outfit. I'd wear that grocery shopping. There's also a theory, is that the afterlife? Is that, are they still alive? There's a lot of questions that are more put out than there are kind of answers. But on that note, since, we didn't leave on a downer, so this is a little more a happier ending. I will bid anybody who's still out there adieu, and hope that you join me in the next segment that, bring your towels, bring your goofy juice. It's gonna be fun. So I will bid you all good night.